Coming Tuesday and Wednesday, the Donegal Education and Training Board are hosting their Further Education and Training Fair. It's in the Radisson Blue Hotel in Letterkenny, and it's all about education and training options around the county. And there's two parts to it, because on Tuesday evening it's aimed at school leavers and their parents and school guidance counsellors. And then on Wednesday, well, from 10 through until 2, the fair is open to everyone. And it's all about the whole range of full and part-time education and training opportunities that are offered by Donegal ETB. Well, their Adult Guidance and Information Service Coordinator, Mairead McFadden, is with us in the studio to explain more. Mairead, you've had a busy weekend. You're involved in Dancing with the Stars on Saturday night.
Yeah, it's a very busy
week.
Yeah, it's a very busy week. But we're quite excited now in the Donegal ETB about this big event that we have coming on. So it's a great opportunity for people to come down and talk directly to our course staff, or past students who are doing the courses, to get an insight into what the courses are like. So there's a wide range of opportunities on offer. For example, like the Tuesday night, as you mentioned, John, is aimed at school leavers, their families, guidance counsellor, anybody that works advising people. Even if you yourself have family and they can't make it, come along, because there will be panel discussion with
So is that the format on Friday evening?
On Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be, there will be a panel discussion initially. It'll be short enough because people are very keen to get talking directly to, the course instructors and teachers and find out what it's really like. I suppose for school leavers, there's so many options out there. It's very overwhelming. Apparently by 2013 we're going to have maybe 17 different careers in 5 different sectors. So we always think it's great to come and see what are all of the sectors, and a lot of our courses are very responsive to the needs of what's happening locally in the labour market. But the qualifications that's offered by ETB are very highly rated by employers. They're they're industry recognised qualifications, and they travel very well as well. So that's another thing. So people can get a real idea and real flavour, and inspired to do different things.
Now, that the first part is for a couple of hours on Tuesday evening, but then on Wednesday it's open to everyone to come along to the Radisson and have a stroll around and chat to people at the various stands, because tutors and staff will be there.
Yeah.
To outline, give more information, chat about pathways, and it's a great chance to sort of, talk to somebody face to face.
Yeah, I think you can't underestimate that value, because I suppose they will have had many students before. So they, any concerns people have, even, sometimes, people don't know what's involved, how much of a commitment it's going to be, what the cost is, we have a lot of flexible learning opportunities online, part-time, evening, full-time. So, around different people's circumstances, it's really good to get that, insight into what it's really like. And the teachers and the tutors and instructors and coordinators have a lot of experience, advising. But also people sometimes aren't sure what really would suit them, what level to go in at in terms of, what their own background education. So it's not just second chance education, it's real education. They're even saying that, we've seen a huge increase in a lot of school leavers, choosing FET as their first option, as opposed to going and committing to a 4-year course. So because a lot of our courses are very responsive to what's needed in the workplace, and people like to get out.
Because normally you would associate it with, somebody who maybe has been gone from school or out of education for a number of years, or somebody maybe that's gone down a career path and they want to develop their skill set, or they've gone down a career path and they realise, no, I'm not really happy there, want to do something else. But what you're saying now is you also see a lot of school leavers coming to you. So
yes.
It's their first choice for a pathway into education.
There's that option, but also there is that group of people that you've mentioned there, that we get a lot of people looking to, upskill, career change. I was talking this morning, apparently a lot of the people on the healthcare course that we have in the training centre have come from areas of, hospitality, retail. Also, we have the enterprise engagement courses which people in work can upskill that are either free or subsidised, because a lot of people, are progressing. The world of work is changing and we need to keep abreast of that. So there's a lot of opportunities in that skills to work and skills to advance programme, getting recognised for the skills you have, career changing. Like, we would have people coming back to us in their 30s, 40s, 50s, looking to change. Maybe they didn't get the chance. And if you're that person sitting on the fence and you're not sure, I think it's a great opportunity to come and get a bit of inspiration, see what's out there. Maybe that'll give you the confidence then to take that next step.
And there's even a pathway to degree courses. This is I'm chatting about the tertiary degrees. Just explain that to us again. This is a collaboration with ATU.
Yeah, I suppose they're relatively new. They've been launched a few years now. We're running a very successful nursing tertiary programme where you spend your first year within the Donegal ETB. We also offer them in areas of business, engineering and computing, where the first year, so that can really help with, if you were a wee bit unsure about going into a big college institution, apprehensive. It's a smaller, more supported learning environment, and it gives you that time to build up those skills that'll help you thrive then when you progress on. But your qualification is still coming from, the degree level awarded by the ATU. But it's a great collaboration and partnership because, and again, there's no costs involved with that first year in the ETB, and I think people don't realise that. So it's been hugely successful so far. Our nursing students have just gone on in their first year to the nursing degree. So that has opened up a lot of new possibilities where people maybe before felt they couldn't go on to college. Maybe they were, didn't have the right points, I suppose. Yeah. But this way they get a pathway. They're given that support and wraparound service to help them succeed.
I suppose we should never go, oh, it's not for me, or, I wouldn't be suited to that, or that's beyond me. We should never think like that. We should ask the questions, go along to things like this and ask the questions.
Absolutely, John. And I think, if people can, they will succeed. And coming along to talk to us, they can be reassured that we, in any of our disciplines, we would have different levels, of course. So we will put you at the right level to be able to build the confidence to progress on to the next stage. Yeah. So we do levels from levels 1 right up to, I suppose, level 5 and then up to level 7 with some of our apprenticeships. Some people, have only associated with the traditional trades for apprenticeship, but there's also the higher level apprenticeship, but it's just earning while you learn. But then we would have other courses. People start off, if they're not sure, maybe in community education courses, or maybe they've, for example, one of the things I was most impressed of recently was I was in a course in Donegal town, and there were people there who had come back in to build their digital skills, how to track their iPhone, and then they have come on into our other courses, maybe to do an ICDL, and then maybe they decide, well, I'd like to go on now to college, or I'd like to get into work. So the possibilities are endless.
So they just wanted to come in to sort of just get a bit more comfortable with tech, and next thing you know, they're involved in learning and and developing.
And John, our adult guidance service and a lot of other advisors, will be there on the day. So, we will help you identify what your skills are, and give you some ideas and help you then find the best match for your circumstances and everything.
So it's not just all about the hard information. There's also plenty of advice on offer as well, and guidance. Okay, so it is Tuesday evening, 7 to 9, and then on Wednesday from 10 in the morning through until 2 in the afternoon. And that is at the Radisson Blue Hotel in Letterkenny. The Donegal Education and Training Board's Further Education and Training Fair, or FET Fair for short, and more information on all your socials.
Absolutely. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, you name it. So we're really looking forward. I encourage everybody to come, even if you're not thinking about going on doing a course. I think we need to kind of really emphasise lifelong learning, because you're going to the world's changing so much, and we're responsive to those.
Okay, Mairead, thanks a million.
Thanks a million, John. Thank you.
Around the Northwest with Virgin Media.